welcome, dear friends, to New Heart, New World. I'm Rasika Manjari, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about hearing the inner voice. When we come to the end of an era or an epoch in our lives, our own lives or collectively, then we are faced with a challenge to adapt or evolve or to suffer. So these endpoints in our lives can take many forms, such as the end of single life, the end of a relationship, a child leaving home, the end of a project, the end of an employment, the loss of a loved one, retirement. It can take so many different forms. But usually with an endpoint also comes a beginning point, something new. So on our planet, every living entity eventually dies. This is just the natural order of things. But the principle of death is that it makes room for new growth. As a tree grows, dead leaves just fall away. It's just natural. So the point is that in order to allow room for the new to take place in our lives, then we have to let go of the old. And in this process, usually there's a potential for great growth and evolution if we allow it. This time frame of transition, however, from when we feel we're between worlds, so between the old world that we once knew, that is now no longer, to the new world that is yet to be and that is full of mystery and maybe surrounded by many questions. And indeed, these questions can take the form of, what do I do next? Or what will it look like, this future that is yet to be? Because often with the uncertainty can come a feeling of helplessness. So we may panic in terms of what is yet to come. However, the one thing I love, or one of the things that I love about Bhakti Yoga, is that you don't have to do it by yourself. It's okay not to know what to do sometimes. In fact, in the Bhakti Yoga tradition, we benefit most when we realize that we're not in control of most things. So that's not to say that we just give up and sit on our couch and watch Netflix till the end of time. No, that's not what it means. It means that there is a balance between our own efforts to go forward in our own endeavors towards our own goals, and between the allowance of the guidance and support that Krishna or God and his infinite other names can offer us. So this guidance that is on offer from Krishna can take the form of many different things. So it can be an inspiration, an emotion, an experience, a synchronicity, a meaningful exchange between you and another. It can take many, many different forms. And that famous inner voice that we hear about is no less than Super Soul, or a representation of Krishna in our heart, giving us that guidance, and in a very personal way. So some get confused about this and ask, how do I know? What's guidance actually? Or how do I know what is that inner voice? How can I trust it? And these questions are natural because it takes time and practice and active, attentive listening to really be attuned to that guidance and inner voice that we hear of. So to feel really tuned in, we need to take that time to listen. So the more strongly connected we are to Super Soul within our hearts, then the clearer that guidance becomes to us and the better we're able to avail ourselves of the jewels that lie therein. So in the Bhakti Yoga tradition, the Maha Mantra is chanted regularly as a means to connect with Krishna in the heart or Super Soul. So this connection enables us to connect with our very life force and enables us to understand our true spiritual natures. And this process of self-realization is indeed what allows us to be finally attuned into that guidance that is so readily on offer from Krishna, who is in everyone's heart. So this mantra is actually the soul's longing for itself, because it connects us with all that is, and it is the means by which we can really truly understand who we are as spirit souls. Now, as usual in these videos, we'll chant the Maha Mantra together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we don't always have a lot of control over every little detail of our lives, but one thing we can control is whether we choose to elevate our consciousness or whether we choose to follow our lower natures. And Bhakti Yoga offers us positive alternatives to the decisions and activities that we make in our daily lives, even in our smallest moments. So when we also listen to that inner voice, as well as following the principles and practice and lifestyle of Bhakti Yoga, then we can never go wrong. So if you'd like to know more about Bhakti Yoga or the Maha Mantra, please visit my website at newheart-newworld.com, and I'll be back with more goodies from the Bhakti Yoga camp. And don't forget to like, share or subscribe if this video was good for you. And I also invite your comments. I would love to hear from you. So until the next video, I wish you all well. Bye for now.